music playing. It's just been a break for a month and it just feels like it's been way too long. And I don't know, something's going to change here. I think I'm at the stage in my life right now where I really have so many things that I want to do and just feels like there's not enough time. Or there's just a big question mark about how to get things done. This pillow is way too big to be a cushion. I was just watching Damon Dominic's video and his editing style is so good.
Let's set another seat for the rest of the bus journey.
I've been so confused about what I want to do. There's so many things I want to do. And I don't know if this is like something that every 20-something-year-old goes through. I mean, I like my job, but I also got this urge to create something of my own, which I've had for like years now. But I always wanted to improve my technical skills because I thought I wasn't a very good engineer. So even if I created something of my own, it would never be super good. So I need to get like some technical skills first and then I can create something of my own. So now I'm at the stage where I think I have the skills to create something of my own. But the question is, what do I create? It's been so long since I filmed, I almost forgot how to film. I'm gonna make dal makhani for lunch. I already washed but this is what it looks like. So I have quite a few ideas. I want to do like an automatic video editor, which I started to work on. You put in your raw footage, you like type in a prompt of how you want the video to be edited, and it edits everything for you. Sounds easy, but it is so difficult. I don't know why I thought it would be pretty easy to do that. You need to break down the video, the raw footage into different frames. And you also need a lot of like memory, disk space and all those kind of things to be able to process this large video. Totally didn't think of that and how expensive that is going to be. But I really want to do it. I feel like this is something that I would want to use, but it's difficult. If anybody has ideas around it, let me know. I also wanted to do like a Jira alternative. And then when I started to look at the market viability and like how easy it is to get people to buy it, it was quite difficult because the businesses are not willing to pay a lot of money for something that's just like a task manager. So yeah. And then we have like an apartment hunting assistant because I'm also in this stage of finding a new apartment in Berlin, which is the main reason why I haven't posted for so long, because finding an apartment is basically like having a second job. So every day, almost every day on my weekends, I'm always on my laptop sending emails and like seeing if new listings come up. Did I miss some listing? If I need to prepare some documents for it, it's just so time consuming. I did use a bot to create some kind of automation that will help me see if there's a new listing, but I wanted to have a website where I can deploy this and maybe have some ads running on the website so I can earn revenue through ads instead of people having to pay for it. I'm also learning German and it's going okay. I did have a Duolingo streak for like 45 days or something, and then I went to work last week and my streak was gone. Okay, I'm now at some station in, I have no idea where, it's called Karlsdorf in Berlin. I think it's on the east side, like super east. But basically, the train near my house is not working, so I need to take like a longer way to get to where I need to go for the Django Girls in Berlin workshop. Today's not a good day. I had a bus that was supposed to arrive at 7:55. It arrived at 7:53, and I ran there and I missed it right on time. And this train that I was supposed to take now, I just missed it as well. So, not a good day. I'm a coach, so I'm just hoping that I make it on time and I'm not late. It's supposed to reach at 9 and I don't know, I think I'll reach at like 8:54. This is me talking about the workshop a few days later. This workshop was focused on Python and Django. I had personally never used Django before until the workshop, and I was there as a coach, so I did try to read up about it beforehand. And I was so surprised at how easy it is to actually create a website with Django as compared to Node. And when I say website, I mean something that has like a database running, a server, not just front end, but a full stack site. And to do that with Node is, I mean, you can probably do that in a day as well, but it just seemed way, way easier with Django. And I'm not big on Python, or at least I just use it when I want to write scripts, like manipulate CSV files and just get stuff done. Now I'm starting to look at Python in a different way. Like maybe I could even use this to create my own side projects because of just how easy it is as compared to JS. So cold, it's like scharf und Avocado. Alles ohne Tomaten. Now work is over, but I have a call with this other girl who's looking to be like a co-founder. So just for networking, we're just going to chat, and it's the first time chatting with her, and I'm excited. Yes, I can. Hey, yeah, nice to meet you. Also, there's like 15k of us right now. Like, I just opened my YouTube studio the other day and I was like, what the heck? We are 15k subscribers? That is pretty insane. I know how it happened. Like, it happened from like a few of my shorts that did really, really well. And I wasn't really into making short form content, but for some weird reason, I do better in short form content than like in long form content. In fact, at the start of the year, like in February or something, I opened an Instagram because I didn't want my private Instagram to be flooded with people from YouTube. So I created a new Instagram page, and I thought it would just be like a few hundred or something like that. I posted one reel that I had made for YouTube on Instagram. Ended up doing really, really well. And within like a week, I had like 1k subscribers. And now we are almost at 3k on Instagram, which for the little effort that I put in seems like a lot. And I don't know, it just makes me want to put in more effort. But I feel like what's going to happen is that I'm going to put in more effort into short form, and then my short form is not going to do well. Because it's the strangest thing that when I put in little effort into something and just do it like based on what feels right instead of looking at the analytics or trying to look at it from like the logical, statistical point of view, then things do well if it just comes from the heart or just naturally. But when I actually put in a lot of effort and like try to do things the right way, it doesn't do as well. I don't know. Maybe it's like all about authenticity. I'm more authentic in the content that you create, and it ends up doing well. And that's what I'm trying to do with like this long form content as well. Before, I used to plan, like even when I would do like day in the lives, I used to plan, okay, I need to film this shot, this shot, this shot, which in hindsight is not authentic at all because I don't know, like sometimes that's not how my day went, but it's just to remind me of things that I need to film because sometimes I forget to film things. But in this video, for example, I'm just going to keep rambling and like talk about things, and whoever's interested can like follow through, and whoever's not will not. And I don't know, just trying to be more authentic in like the content that I create. And I think that would just be easier for me to edit as well, because then I need to like snip out less things and I don't need to care so much about, I don't know, like engagement time or view time, like how long somebody views the video, because that also changes. Now that I'm learning German, I also feel like my English accent has been changing. Like I'm starting to say things in a more dancey way. I don't know how to put it in words, but at least my Singapore friends can recognize that my accent is changing. But I mean, it's been going to be 3 years in Germany, so I think it's okay for it to change a bit. But then when I speak to like my family or friends who are in Singapore, then I go back to the Singapore Singlish accent that comes way more naturally. But I don't know, it's just very interesting how the way we speak the same language can actually change quite significantly just depending on the type of people that you speak to. When I speak to my colleagues who are like European or from the Western side of the world, then I will speak more proper, like the way that I speak right now, so that you can understand what I'm trying to say. And then when I speak to my colleagues who are from Asia or like from the east side of the world, then I tend to speak a little more Singaporean English, like more Singlish comes in. Along with house hunting, I'm also trying to read more. So I ordered a bunch of books from some shop that I found online, World of Books or something like that. They have really cheap secondhand books, and I don't know why, but I really felt like reading Sophie Kinsella. She is my favorite author for fiction books, and she wrote Shopaholic. I don't know if anybody read that before, but she also writes other fiction books not in the Shopaholic series. But I really just felt like reading that because it just makes me feel very nostalgic, because this is the type of books that I used to read when I was a child. So for me, it's just reminds me of being a child again, and like the joy that I felt when I was a child. So I got a bunch of them. Wait, let me show it to you. Okay, these are the books. I have one more. Yeah, I think all of them are Sophie Kinsella except for one of them, which is like a non-fiction self-help kind of book. So this is the one that I'm reading right now, which is Sophie Kinsella, My Not So Perfect Life, which is very nice. Then Sophie Kinsella, Shopaholic and Baby, which I'm very excited to read. Sophie Kinsella, Can You Keep a Secret? This one actually had very good reviews, and one of my friends also read it before, so I'm very excited to read it because of that. Sophie Kinsella, Shopaholic and Sister. I love the Shopaholic series, if you haven't realized yet. But today is the day that I will read more of this. Like, I planned it out. And I'm so excited for summer because the weather in Berlin has been really nice for the past week. Today is quite shitty. It's very rainy. But I'm very excited for summer to like go to the parks in Berlin, have like a picnic and just read my book and chill like how the Berliners or Europeans do. And then I got Blink from Malcolm Gladwell, which let me read a bit of it. This book is all about those moments when you know something without knowing why. Here, Malcolm Gladwell, one of the world's most original thinkers, explores the phenomenon of blink, showing how snap judgment can be far more effective than a cautious decision. By trusting your instincts, he revealed you'll never think about thinking the same way. Let's talk about coding. So because I've been working on these side projects like entrepreneurship side of things, I've also been talking to a lot of people who have started something of their own or are looking into starting something of their own. So if any of you fits into that category, just feel free to like email me, which you can find on like my YouTube channel, and I'll be more than happy to just chat, learn from you, or vice versa. I don't know if I have much to teach, but yeah, I am just at a stage where I'm so open to just networking and learning about things. And that's from the non-technical side of things. From the technical side of things, like almost every other engineer right now, I'm also trying to learn a lot about AI, especially as I try to do like my automatic video editor, which is very difficult. But yes, going to start to take a lot of free courses on it just to understand better how I can create my own model and how I can analyze images, videos, and things like that, because that's something that I'm working on. We're now in like the Hackasche of the area of Berlin. I love this area so much. Like the part where I want to find something here because it's central, but it looks very aesthetic as well. Maybe another day.
Oh, do you want to film mine?
How is it?
Yeah, it was quite good.